Right, I'm just going to do a quick video on how I shape a Pushycat wing. Here is one of the wings from 6mm balsa. It's marked up with the lines to shape to. The centre line has been marked using a simple centre line marker, and then I run a biro line down the middle of that. Tools I've got a David plane, which is what I will use mostly. Fantastic little bit of kit to use. I've got some sandpaper, I've got 80 grit and I've got 400 grit, and I've got my perma-grit block. I might use that. You have to be very careful with a perma-grit block. It's very easy to damage the balsa if you're not careful. So I'm just going to go for it. Hopefully it'll come out okay, and you'll see how straightforward it is. I'm putting the balsa just up to the edge of my work surface. Got the line I've got to cut down to marked. Got the line here I've got to cut down to marked. So I'm just going to take the plane and just nice straight runs along the balsa. Keep an eye on the line here. Make sure that I don't get too close to it. Looking at that, just a little bit more to come off. Line's nearly there. You see, beautifully sharp, takes it off gorgeous. Right, so we're there. We will use perma-grit block. I'm just going to use that to straighten that back. Keeping that leading edge supported on my work surface underneath. I'm going to change to 80 grit sandpaper block. And actually what I'm looking for is that the blue line that I put in with a Sharpie is actually going to disappear, and when it's disappeared I know that I've got it about right. Just working that down. Just work a little bit more at the root here. Running my finger down it to see if there's anywhere where it's not even, but as you saw, the plane took the pieces of balsa off very smoothly, so it should be about right all the way down. And then I'm going to do that the same on the trailing edge. It's a little bit easier because I'm not actually cutting across a joined piece of balsa. I'm just going straight down a piece of balsa. So again, nice low angle with the David plane. Just working with a slight angle on the cutting edge. The sanding block now, I think. Just a little bit more this side here. Now I don't have the wingtips on this yet. I find it much easier to shape the main wing with the grain, as you'll find the David plane won't cut well across the grain. Shape the main wing with the grain just in the way that I've done it, and then the next job will be to glue the wingtips on and just use sandpaper just to take their profile down so that they match the wing. There you go. See, my blue lines have gone. Got a clear profile shape in the balsa now on the trailing. We've only used the 80 grit paper so far. Let's just put a bit of 400 on it just to get a nice smooth finish. I'm just working my way right across the surface of the wing, across those joins where we've joined the sheets of balsa together, and then I'm going to be very careful with this not to put big dents or dings in it. That is one Pushycat wing. Right, I've moved the camera in a little bit closer. This is the other wing. Again, you can see marked up exactly the same, Sharpie line, centre line, put down the leading edge with a biro line down to make it easy to see, exactly the same with the trailing edge. And we're going to go at it in exactly the same way. So take my razor plane, I'm holding the wing on my little bit of worktop. I'm using a nice flat edge to work off. The table I'm actually resting on here has got a lip on it which doesn't help, so just using an old bit of worktop. And exactly the same, took a nice angle that's roughly about right, and then I'm just going to run my razor plane all the way down there like so. Just keeping an eye on where we've got to. It really is a fantastic tool, the razor plane. If you haven't got one and you're thinking about building in balsa, or you do build in balsa, I would seriously think about adding one to your tool set, because as you can see it makes a job like this a lot easier. I've got little few dings and things there. Go at it with our sanding block, same sanding block as we used for the other wing. Literally, and that's just work. Gone just a touch lower, I think, probably with the razor plane there. Just a shade more. Spot on there now. You really don't need any power tools for this. Some people use electric sander. I have done it with electric sander, but to be honest, by the time you got the electric sander out and plugged it all in, you could have done it. So I don't tend to bother with an electric sander. Right, ready to do the trailing edge. Right, I think my blades possibly do a little bit of a sharpen. Almost there. Just take a little bit here. That's better. That's good. Now I find with the permagrit, it's very easy to make dings in the balsa, very easy to get sort of catch it with the aluminium edge or the aluminium end. I find using a sanding block like this, although in many ways the permagrit's fantastic just for doing this. I think an old-fashioned sanding block, a piece of sandpaper. Works really well. Sanding on the join there. Good sanding day today, nice and windy, far too windy for flying, so it blows the sand dust away, balsa dust away, and reduces the coughing. There you go. Another wing. A little bit of sanding to do later on once they've been joined together. I'm actually going to sink a spar into mine. There's no spar on the plan, but Pushycat's designed to go fast, isn't it? So let's make sure it can cope with that.